Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 companies that I believe are going to be superior come at the end of 2020 in a lot of ways. I think they're going to have a great year. Will they have ups and downs? Absolutely. But I think as far as the company goes, I think these companies are really going to have nice financials and all that stuff. I can't control where the stock's going to go. They can suppress the company for as long as they like to a certain amount until the buying pressure takes over. But yeah, anyways, I'll get into that in a bit. I just want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about in this video. Buy or sell after you did your own research, due diligence, and you like the investments you're pursuing. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, don't be shy. Subscribe down below. Give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Hit the bell for notifications. And leave a comment down below. Oh yeah, and make sure you hit that like. Putting a lot of work out for you guys, so it's appreciative when you guys hit the like. All right, so the list is right here. Yep, off a receipt. I'm busy thinking, I just decided to make this video. So these companies are Village Farms, VFF. And the reason for that is because, okay, right here, okay, they're US reporting. All right. So when you're looking at CURA-LEAF, right, above, their revenues are 70.7 million. Okay. So then their adjusted operational income is 23.4. All right. So what is that as a percentage of the quarterly revenues? That's close to about 33%, all right? Without having a calculator, that's pretty much exactly around that. So what that is that's pretty good. That's pretty effing good. But now if you look at Village Farms, that's over 51%. 51% adjusted operational income. 51%. Now, they do... they're not profitable in their vegetable business, but I mean, it could change with the prices of produce, and they're just gonna focus more on cannabis and hemp in the future. So they have Texas greenhouses. So if it was ever to be legalized in all of USA, their channels, as far as being able to just deal with tomatoes and ship them everywhere across, in the USA, they're able to do that and crush it. So that's going to be, when they're doing cannabis, the profit margins are so great. That's why they're killing it. So, and I think they're very serious about just trying to get rid of Emerald Health. So if that happens, that's a big catalyst for Village Farms. They got the, they'll just be detached. So it's just the Delta one, and that's a big part, but they want to get majority ownership, so that'd be very good for them. So, yeah, that's going to be great. So the 51% is just phenomenal. Okay. The only real company that beats that is IPR, but they're not on my list, and I just don't understand the company enough to back them. What if the price of the real estate goes down? What if they don't have a renter? Stuff like that I don't understand the company enough. It's too far away from where I live to understand. So when you look at that, it's awesome. Let's get a calculator. $6.8 divided by Okay, that's 59% rounded off. Okay, so that's a 59% adjusted operational income of all the revenues. Okay, and then Village Farms is at 51%. So these are things that a lot of the institutions and retail aren't acknowledging, and this is going to be paramount as far as the future goes. The percentage, right? So Village Farms can't sell, like, Ontario's not fully out there, right? But as soon as Ontario and they got more all across provinces and everywhere like that, I mean, they're never going to be the number one player as far as sales, but for flower, they're going to have a good percentage, I think. Absolutely. In a growing, if the flower market's $1 billion for 2020, I don't think it's a problem for them to do $100 million out of that. I mean, maybe they don't hit those numbers, but even at 70 million, this adjusted operational income but then they're gonna have sales from their hemp. So I mean, absolutely, I think they could do, who knows, maybe 120 million, and the adjusted operational income could be like same on those numbers, maybe a little bit lower. Maybe it goes down to 40% as the compression in the market, but the revenues are going to go up, so that won't matter so much. So when you're talking about 70 million on 40%, I mean 70, like that's like 28. Okay, so instead of this, it's like 7. But if it, let me see that math. Got so much stuff going on in my head. So 40%, 70 times 40. Yeah, I think it is 28. Okay, so that's now. Yeah, I mean, still, that's going up. Yeah, I was right on the ball. I'm just doubting myself. I don't know why. I just got so much thoughts in my head. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. Doing a lot of content I haven't released, but so 7 million, and holy shit, like that's close to about 50% increase every quarter. So, and then come like 2021, they'll be bigger than that. And that's like on the low end scale. I mean, there's a chance that they're like, if they do 120 million and the 40%, that's like 48 million. So that's like 12 points. So that's like 3 times their adjusted operational income, what they're doing every quarter. So that's like really effing good. So they can try to suppress it on Wall Street, but when these numbers start getting really big, because the industry just gets bigger and bigger, then there's no way that they can ignore these players. So enough about Village Farms. The next one is going to be Tilray. So yeah, Tilray is not profitable. I am picking them mostly because the Manitoba Harvest, I think they probably have a deal with a hemp farm, like they do, and they're going to have some amazing stuff in USA, as well as the Portugal, and also with Israel now. So they got a deal with Israel company. They're in a lot of countries, so they're getting down to a very appealing price. I may pick up shares early Monday or Tuesday, just to try to emulate my Canna Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. So absolutely, I'm a man of my word. I want to focus towards having my Canna Berkshire Hathaway portfolio, and it just takes time to move in that direction. I mean, if it's easier to start from scratch and buy exactly what I wanted to do, but because I'm already in these positions, I just have to roll with it. So I'm picking them. And okay, so now we're going to get into the Valence company, and they're going to be buying back shares, 6 million. That's going to be huge. They only have about 125 million, so that'll get them lower. See, MetaPharm Labs has about 150 or so, maybe 160 million shares. So they're getting up there. And so 160. So that they're going to have about, 30% more, something like that, I think, more shares than MetaFarm Labs will have. And I mean, it's close to that as it is, but they're going to have less shares. And I believe they're going to have a better adjusted operational income all throughout 2020. Absolutely, based on the profit margins and all that stuff. So you look at that, okay, so that's 33% right on the button for the percentage of adjusted operational income. Now, MetaFarm Labs, when you get into that, it's closer to I want to say about 12-13%. And so that's 12-13% versus Valence got a 33% click. It's like a clip. Yeah, it's a clip. They call it a clip. I listen to a lot of conference calls. I pay attention to what these kind of words. I use other people's words for sure. I mean, it's you always like soak up information from the world, right? I mean, and everybody's got like learns from each other, who you talk to and all that stuff. So you just you pick up. But I got my own styles. I'm my own person. Fuck yeah, like I do my shit. Um, this is fucking original shit. I do this stuff. Like I've been looking at this stuff for over a year. I was the first person to ever look on this website and start talking about revenue rankers. Not a lot of people understand that, but I was the first person to ever do this. So I know Rich likes to say he's the first, but I was the first person to ever talk about this stuff. And I've been staying ahead of the curve because like I'm a numbers guy, right? So I'm ahead of the curve as far as these financial shit goes. Absolutely. And so MetaFarm Labs about 12%. All right. So that's pretty much. Those are 4 companies, and you got so Kronos. I pick Kronos because they got buckloads of cash, and probably the Green Gotham Partners connection. So the adjusted operational income's not good, but you know what? It's okay because they got so much effing cash. So now they got a lot of products in for vapes, and I think their vape products are actually going to be very good sellers. They don't have an edible line, but they're in Israel, and Kronos works with Altria, and they did the Juul brand, and that's like vaping, right? So they've worked on technology. They got the Tilt Holdings C-Cell vapes, and what it is basically it's awesome. But they did a lot of research, and so that when they promote it on the website, they're saying it has like good taste to it. It has like peppery or like vanilla. It's got it's terpenes and stuff. So that's a really cool thing that they added, and their vapes looks really cool and all that. So I think absolutely Kronos has a good feature. So just with the cash load, and they're connected with Altria. So Altria is probably going to acquire them sometime in the next 1 to 2 years, I'm thinking. Just as the same as like, I believe that Canopy probably sometime in the next 12 to 18 months before then. Canopy is probably going to be owned by Constellation Brands, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they'll take longer, but I think there's a good chance for sure. So I definitely think so. So, yeah, that's my list for 2020, top 5. Absolutely, I believe in all those different weightings for different things. I think Kronos probably the safest company in that industry because they can just wait it out. It's a chess game, and they're developing brand power as well as they're also in Canada Medical. So they got the German game. So, I'm going to say I'll pick number 1, Valence. Number 2, Kronos. Number 3, Labs. and number 4 VFF, and number 5 Tilray. So it would be weighted accordingly. Yeah, probably absolutely the most money in Valence, and the second most in Cron, and then Labs, and then yeah, so then VFF, and then Tilray. So I think that's what it was. So yeah, that's my my picks for 2020. Compound interest stock guide, giving you the raw, uncut reasons why those are solid investments if you decide to invest into the industry. So anyways, keep compounding info, listen to my lingo. Don't forget to hit that like, and until next time, peace. I'm out.